Welcome everyone to Merkaba Energy Healing. So today we are asking Spirit about your new timeline. We are going to ask about how you can activate your highest timeline. So as always, we have 3 piles with 3 beautiful crystals today. Pile number 1 with message number 1. Sorry, that's my cat if you heard any noise there. Is the number 10 card, Malkut, which means kingdom. And this is paired with the aura howlite. Pile 2 with message number 2 has the card Netzach, which means victory. And it is paired with the chrysocolla. And pile number 3 with message number 3 has the 18th path card, the chariot, with the Chinese rhodonite. So as always, tune in with your intuition and do not question whichever crystal or card pulls you in the strongest. Trust that there's a message in there for you. And you can go down to the timestamps below and I will see you at your reading. Welcome group number 1. So today we are asking Spirit about your new timeline. And I'm going to ask Spirit to please show me very clearly any insights, information, and to please channel healing energy through me as I speak to the collective who chose pile number 1. Please channel through me the highest and best messages about their new timeline and how to activate their highest timeline. So, the first card that we have here is Malkut, Kingdom, and it says Earth, manifestation, being here and now. Very interestingly, the first thing I heard was starseed, which almost seems like it's the polarized state of the Malka, this goddess that is very earth energy. So what it seems like to me is that I might be speaking to a group of souls that resonate very strongly with the term starseed and have come into more of their lower toroidal field, their lower 3 chakras, have been working on grounding into the earth and being more connected to the earth. Quintessentially, the starseed often feels a sense of homesickness and feels like they don't belong here, like they don't feel connected to this planet, or really have a lot of difficulty with the amount of suffering that is experienced on the planet. And what it feels like to me is that you are moving into a timeline where you are much more grounded and connected into this incarnation, and that this is what's going to bring you a tremendous amount of abundance. And the primary form of abundance is your soul feeling at home in your body, which I know might sound a little strange to someone, but the more you feel at home in this body and on this planet, your capacity to manifest will strengthen. And so in this new timeline, what's going to show up is everything that you dreamt of in your desires and your imagination, but never could fully bring into fruition. And what Spirit is showing me is that because you have become more peaceful and calm with the notion of being in this incarnation, where you have chosen not to leave this earth, knowingly or unknowingly, where in your subconscious and in your heart, you have grounded into the notion that you are here for a very good reason, that your light is really needed on the planet right now, where you've called in more of your soul's wholeness. Perhaps you've worked with shamanic practitioners, I'm hearing, or healing practitioners, perhaps have become a healer yourself. You have learned how to be more fully grounded in your power, in your sovereignty in this life. Through this being here and now, through the learning of, sorry, I just got thrown off because I want to say something about the aura howlite in a moment, but through this, I'm hearing the encompassing, experiencing of being in the here and now, encompassed by the present moment energies. You are so much more in your power and in your energy signature. And this is what's calling in all of your desires. I'm hearing also your gifts to come up more online. That a lot of star seeds who are very psychic, and many of them are, right? Naturally, I mean, like, it feels like a calling to them rather than just an interest, okay? They stay in their upper chakras too often, right? The crown chakra, the third eye, even the soul star chakra, the eighth chakra, okay, which is the connection to the upper realm. And where they struggle is how to stay down here. And what Spirit is showing me is that you guys have really worked on how to be more down here. They're telling me that some of you in this new timeline are going to come into a soulmate energy, a divine counterpart, because you are allowing in this life and you're allowing this life to unfold and to be a part of that unfolding, so that what you have desired just in the mind or in the higher mind can finally be brought down into the earth. Now, what I wanted to say about the aura howlite is that it actually helps with enhancing your focus in this life. So it's a combination of howlite and of the angel aura energy. And so what it is about both that calming, peaceful energy that howlite brings, but also this idea of the higher mind or the higher consciousness being brought down into the earth, especially with this being a point. There's a focus that is being brought into your life where you understand that you co-create your reality. And aura howlite also increases the desire for knowledge. And I think that's where the intersection lies for this group, where you guys both seek out sort of spirit knowledge, as it were, knowledge from the higher realms, and how to anchor that into the earth and how to use that wisdom in a practical, applying way or applicable way, where you can actually use what you have learned over many, many incarnations, which makes you something of a goddess here. A Malka in Hebrew is goddess, where you can finally bring that to fruition, because that is what the star seeds are here to do. They're not just meant to anchor in light codes or to clear ley lines and to do things behind the scenes. On this time on the planet, more than ever before, the star seeds need to be seen and heard. They need to be witnessed. They need to show up, and they need to start facing their fears about being seen. And this is really about you being seen in all of your glory. This new timeline is about this goddess energy, okay, male or female, gender aside, okay? Malkut is about the kingdom, so it's king or queen or goddess or godlike, let's call the male version. It's about rising to this occasion on the earth, where the light has to be rooted. It can't just be etheric. It has to be witnessed. It has to be seen. It needs to wield some proverbial sword, but not in a battlefield, but in the extension of compassion and intuition, where the combination of compassion and intuition comes into one place. This is the new timeline for you guys, about how you might have been working behind the scenes, and now in this new timeline, you are being called to really show up in a tangible realm with all of your gifts in tow. and to make manifest your desires in the tangible world. As above, so below. Okay, there is a phoenix on this card, okay? So I'm hearing the final rising, the final rising. So I reckon that a lot of people in this group that I'm speaking to, that you have been through the fire many times. You've had many tower moments. They're showing me the tower card flipping over and flipping back, flipping over and flipping back. So there's sort of like a repetitive cycle of getting burned down into the ashes and then rising again. But that you haven't risen so far out that you feel free. And there's a message for this group that this is the final rising. I just got a huge yes on that. This is the final rising. I'm hearing get up and rise once more. Again, I'm hearing dear ones. My guides call all of us dear ones, which I find so loving and compassionate. So there's a real delineation of intuition and compassion from our guides today to you. Rise once more. Be free. Be free in all of your beauty, in all of your goddess energy. Now that you are more rooted into the earth, there is this energy of really coming out with it and being seen. This is a very balanced card, okay? There's the combination of being connected with the spirit realm, being grounded into the heart, and connected with the earthly realm, as well as the water and the air. All of the elements are in this card, okay? There is only you. There is no north, there is no south, there is no east, there's no west. You are at the center of your life. The unfolding happens from within your heart. And in this new timeline, you will be able to manifest more easily that which you desire. So think now, right now, as you're listening, what do I desire? What do I want to make manifest? And proclaim that. Call that in. Call that in, because you have that kind of power. This group has that kind of power. There's a lot of connections with animals in this card as well, right? Another, denoting more about this connection with the earth and how pivotal the connection with the earth is for you to come more into your gifts and to manifest that which you desire. And again, to meet your divine counterpart. So with that, I took out some decks of cards. I wasn't sure what I was going to use, but I did pull out the Starseed Oracle. And so since I feel like I am speaking to a group of starseeds, it would only be appropriate to pull from this deck. And I feel like this deck does look like the Angel Aura Howlite. Okay, let's just put this up here. Okay, Spirit, energy of wisdom and knowledge and compassion, please guide me in the messages for group number 1 about their new timeline and how they can activate this highest timeline. Yeah, I just heard it's already been activated. It's already been activated. We are the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. Wow, yeah, so there definitely is a rebirthing happening. That's happening. There is something about love here and about I'm hearing the reconciliation, right? Where you've reconciled the love wound, I'm hearing. So where love went awry in your life, there is something being reconciled now. I'm hearing that it's outside your awareness. It's kind of happening in the cosmic realm in lieu of everything that you've done already. And there is wisdom and knowledge being brought from this epoch of Egypt. The Hathors being this sort of interdimensional consciousness that resonates with the Egyptian epoch. Deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy. Okay, isn't this interesting? I'm going to take this one too on the bottom of the deck, lifting the veil. Okay, so this is very interesting, you guys, because we have both Egyptian energy and Arcturian energy. Okay, talk about the earth and the spirit world. There is some kind of bridge that is occurring right now for you guys. Let me just listen in what spirit wants to say. Let me grab the howlite. Yeah, there is. Oh, I'm hearing you are the bridge. You are the bridge between the realms. You must honor that you are the bridge between the realms. So there's something about, as you guys feel more connected to this life, where you stop wishing away your life or disappearing into the shadows with all of your gifts. But the more that you come out and the more that you claim them, the more you pull up the knowledge and the wisdom that comes from the Hathors, or that represents the wisdom and knowledge that you gleaned from the life that you lived in Egypt, most likely as some kind of goddess. Yeah, some of you might resonate with Athena, I'm hearing, who also resonates with Isis. Okay, this sort of very powerful, very strong divine feminine energy. So you're meant to be a bridge between this wisdom and knowledge and compassion. That's okay. So we have wisdom and knowledge, compassion at the heart, and then intuition, which is the Arcturian energy. And it all happens through this physical and an emotional healing, specifically the emotional healing, although I think they did mention physical at the beginning of the reading. Through this divine feminine wounding, okay, they're actually showing me like being hung at the stake through the hands. So some of you might resonate with having been witches in a previous life. And by the way, you could be male in this life and having been female in a previous life, and vice versa. Okay? We have all been all different genders. Through the healing of that mother wounding, you have come into your goddess energy, and you're activating a timeline where unconditional love can be present. Some of you might have a baby in this new timeline, in this forthcoming timeline. I'm hearing that some of you actually might become teachers, teachers of higher levels of wisdom. Some of you might be writing a book, I'm hearing, or like an ebook. Mm-hmm. And with lifting the veil, some of you on this new timeline, what you're meant to do is you're meant to tell a new story. You're meant to tell the world a new story about what the world is supposed to be, what humans are here to really bring into this incarnation. I'm hearing that some of you are meant to reach this, like activate this higher timeline so that you can teach others how to activate this higher timeline. Right? Everything unaligned must go. So by you coming into this goddess energy and being a bridge between the earthly realm and the cosmic realm, you're obliterating the veil that was placed over all of our eyes, and you're helping pave the way for others to see more clearly, to see their own light, to come into their own gifts. I'm hearing the word grace, that you're here to extend grace both to yourself and to others. Yeah, it's almost like you guys are a portal of light for those who have been suffering, who have been struggling, who have been blinded by the programming. And on this new timeline, you're going to amass a wealth of knowledge and wisdom that you're going to extend to others. That's going to be a form of grace, because it's going to open people's eyes to the truth I'm hearing. And I feel like the souls that I'm talking to really know that that's what they're here to do. that they're meant to bring truth. You might have your North Node in the 8th house. You might also have your North Node in the 12th house. And so I just pulled from the mini starseed deck, and look what we got, truth. This is all about truth, okay? This new timeline is about walking your walk, talking your talk, knowing your power, having the courage to walk in your truth, and extending that truth to others. To be fearless warriors on this new path. I actually feel like I want to get one more of these little cards. So remember, they said this higher timeline, this highest timeline, I should say, has already been activated. So something has already been opening for you. I'm hearing that this is a good time for immersion. So for some of you, that's like meditation, like immersing yourself in the energy that's coalescing, I'm hearing, that's stirring, that's coming together inside of you, and to marry that with the cosmic realm. And some of you, this is about immersion into studies, okay? I'm hearing that some of you are going to learn how to work with portals, how to open portals and close portals. I'm also hearing timeline weaving. Some of you are going to learn how to weave timelines, and also timeline clearing, which is a very powerful gift. A lot of people don't know how to do that, but I'm hearing that a lot of new souls are going to need to learn how to do that, so we can learn how to collapse timelines faster and how to weave our timelines into higher timelines, bringing in higher states and higher levels of consciousness faster. Wow, this is so interesting. Blue star. Follow the light of your inner compass, the blue star. It will lead you to the truth that resides within your soul. So here we have the word truth again. And in the signature card, the primary card, we have a compass at her heart. At least that's what it read to me. You remember I said at the beginning, or they told me at the beginning, there is no north, south, east, or west. You are the compass. Now the word compass comes up again. Follow the light of your inner compass. You are the only one who knows the way, because you are star seeds. There's no one outside that has the truth or has the answers. You are the ones who have the answer. For some reason, you guys, they're showing me the golden keys. I don't know if any of you guys have ever looked at your chart. I think it's called the golden keys. I know some of you know I go really outside of my mind, so I don't remember. I'm not so connected to my rational mind, but I think it's called the golden keys. And they're saying for some of you, it would be good for you to just draw up. It's a free chart that you can go on that page and just draw up your chart. And I'm sorry, I can't think of what the word is, but there's like a primary, like your primary signature. You'll know it when you come on it. It's important that you read that. There's something about that in there for you. Okay, you guys, I hope something resonated for you guys in this reading. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. Of course, subscribe if you haven't already. And if you are a star seed, please drop a star down below. I would love to connect with you. And if nothing else, I send you guys so much love and so many blessings. Until the next reading, take very, very good care. Welcome, group number 2. So today we are asking Spirit about your new timeline and how to activate your highest timeline. Okay, so you chose the number 7 card, Netzach, which means victory, hope, love, art. And you chose the beautiful Chrysocolla. So should the energy of Chrysocolla if it comes up, I will speak about it, but I'm going to go right into the card. Okay. Asking Spirit to please guide me in the messages for group number 2 about their new timeline. I'm hearing that you're seeing yourself more clearly, and I see that it's denoted by this woman looking what looks like a mirror. At least that's how they're showing it to me. That you're seeing yourself more clearly through self-compassion. Through self-compassion. I am going to grab the chrysocolla here because this is a stone of compassion. It does resonate with the heart chakra. It also resonates with the throat chakra. Okay, so I'm hearing that in this new timeline, you're going to be seen more clearly for your gifts and your worth and everything that you have to offer the world because you have shown yourself self-compassion. The world cannot see you clearly unless you see yourself clearly. Yes, there's so much love and grace and beauty around you in this new timeline. This is a very divine feminine energy. Venus is on the card here. A lot of love coming in for this group in a lot of different ways, actually. The first part is going to be by way of accurate reflection, I'm hearing. So all the abundance that you see within yourself is now going to be reflected in this new timeline. So as you see yourself as an abundant, worthy, deserving soul, that's going to show up all around you. I'm hearing that there's going to be an opportunity. Could you show this to me more clearly, please? I'm hearing that someone's going to extend their hand to you. There's going to be an offering of some sort. And take this as it resonates. It seems like you've needed help with something. And somebody is sort of coming in, I'm hearing, as a protector. I'm hearing as a protector, as an investor, and as a love. So it can be in all three ways or one of those ways. Very unique message there. As a protector, as an investor, and someone coming in for love. And this is, I want it to be clear that Spirit is showing me that this is because you have cultivated self-love and self-compassion. That now in this new timeline, all of this can come rushing in. There's all of this green and rose and pink on this card. This is all about being open in your heart chakra, even with this ring in the back here, okay? That to me denotes the heart chakra, this green in the back. There's a heart chakra opening that is allowing you to bring in all that you desire. This is about true abundance in this new timeline. Like I'm hearing things that you never thought would come to fruition, that would never take shape, are finally going to take shape now, because I'm hearing everything comes from love. Everything comes from love. Yes, and they're just saying that so much has been healed because you have developed more of this compassion towards yourself. Yeah, I mean, I am hearing the word companion. So for those of you who are looking for love, I am seeing, I'm going to sit with that energy. Hang on one second. For those of you who are looking for love, let me just ask Spirit, on this new timeline, what can they expect in love? Yes, I am hearing the word companionship. I am hearing that for some of you, this is friendship, like a profound friendship. And I'm seeing that whether it be in companionship, in love, or friendship, that you're going to, like, you know that this is going to be that person because their energy really complements your own. So like when you're really intense, they kind of are calming, and when you're calming, they're pretty intense. But they're being very clear that it's not opposite. It's just, I'm hearing like waves of energy that, like, sometimes you're on a wave of energy that's pretty intense, and their energy is going to feel calmer, and sometimes you're going to feel calm, and sometimes they're going to feel more intense, and this is going to feel very balancing to you. and I'm seeing the infinity sign when I tap into that. And I'm also hearing the sign Cancer for someone here, and Taurus, Cancer and Taurus I'm hearing. That might actually be a divine union. Yes, I'm getting a yes on that. I'm also hearing beware of the return of someone into your life. Not out of fear or anything, but that there is an opportunity for a pattern that is no longer working for you to repeat itself. And Mercury is going retrograde this month, so you might want to be aware of that. Yeah, for this particular group, someone old might be coming in to extend a rose to you, extend maybe an olive branch. And Spirit is not, everyone's story is different, but just to beware. I am hearing beware and be aware, because it seems like you guys are shifting out of that timeline, and many of you have already shifted out of that timeline. Okay, they're telling me to draw the cards. Okay, Spirit, for group number 2, can you show them clearly? Okay, that's too many. Can you show them clearly? Yeah, they just said you're getting out of a period of feeling very stuck, and yeah, actually they're saying like that's dead and gone. That's dead. You're very open in your heart now, so you're only calling in goodness. There's a purity that wants to birth itself in your life. This loving, pure energy that wants to birth itself. Okay, let me tune in. Spirit, please, for group number 2, show me what they can expect in this new timeline. Ooh. Okay, I've never seen this second card. Okay, this is very interesting. Many of you know that all 3 groups in my readings, they're always connected. There's always like a story. So the first group were a group of star seeds. I reckon that some of you are as well. But this card says, I cannot pronounce this word. Maybe I should, I think I might want to read from the, my cat just fell. Hang on, guys. And we're back. Okay. So I want to read from the book for this third card here, but we're first going to go into this beautiful second card. Whale and Orca Elders. Wow. Talk about Atlantis energy. And very much like group number 1, this does look like a kind of goddess energy, although a different kind. This is very much of the heart, of love. Okay. And this card really reads Atlantis to me. Share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. I have had some people comment about working with sound, so I wonder if you guys chose this group. Please let me know down below, because I always find that highly unusual that the people who have certain gifts or certain affinities to certain things choose the group that talks about that, and this is about frequency and sound. Now, what I do want to say is Chrysocolla does resonate with the throat chakra and of communication. And it does feel like this group in this new timeline, your voice is going to be heard much more clearly and strongly, and you're being called for your voice to be heard. And this is in whatever way it resonates. So in the past, I've talked about singers, I've talked about musicians, I've talked about toning, maybe even just speaking out. But it's a very gentle kind of speaking out. It's not like orating. It's not going up on a stage, although perhaps maybe some of you would do that. This is more a healing energy, a healing energy. Okay, I want to open the book for this card. I don't even know how to pronounce that word. So I usually don't read from the book because I read intuitively, but I have a lot of respect for the authors of these oracle decks. Okay, here we go. 74. Okay. I still don't know how to pronounce this word. Hireth? My goodness, I feel like I'm butchering that word. Okay, but this word, Hireth, sorry guys, I don't know how to pronounce that. It is a Welsh word that's difficult to translate, but it refers to a certain longing or homesickness, a yearning for a home or a place to which we cannot return. This unexplainable, unshakable longing for home is common in starseeds and old souls. Perhaps you've had it since birth. For some, it's a distant memory of a planet, galaxy, or star system in the universe that their soul remembers and yearns to return to, a place they may have experienced more than Earth. For others, it's a longing for the unity of Source, a remembering of interconnected oneness. This yearning can lead some starseeds to travel, searching all corners of the planet to find a physical place that feels more like home. For others, it can manifest as a need to find home in people, communities, and relationships, a journey to find somewhere they truly belong. If you resonate with this yearning for home but don't really know where home is, you're being invited to remember that your soul chose to be on Earth. You're being called to fully commit to embodying your life, and you're being assured that you didn't come here alone, that your soul consciously decided to experience what it's like to be in a human body, especially at this time on the planet. You're being called to anchor all of your presence, personality, your soul, and spirit here and now, and to commit with 2 feet firmly on the ground, fully in. Okay, so that's interesting because, again, pile number 2 talked all about star seeds and needing to be grounded into the earth. So if you felt called to group number 1, that might be a reading. But interestingly, I think that all of these groups are about people who are star seeds. I have to say that. It does feel like in this new timeline, you are connecting to your soul tribe. In the anchoring in of self-love and seeing yourself more clearly, I do feel that a couple of things are happening in this new timeline. You're definitely calling in new love. You're definitely calling in new friendship. You're potentially calling in people who are going to help your business grow. I'm hearing the word fledgling when it comes to business. So some of you might have just started a new business and you've been wanting like-minded people, or like they said, investors to come in. And for some of you, it is about people who are going to stand up for you or advocate for you in some way. And some of these people may double as one. So your new love that you're calling in may serve as a protector for you. And it's not that you need a protector or anything like that, but you might need to heal some old wounds wherein you felt abused or neglected in some way, that you need someone in your life who is going to serve that role as protector, right? To shield you from the elements, as it were, because that wound needs to be healed. Some of you are bringing up some of the wisdom from Atlantis. So there is wounds in all of these epochs that we perhaps naively look upon magically, and they are epochs of magic, but they disappeared for reasons. We are no longer in Atlantis because something within that realm went left. And I do believe that on this time on the planet, a lot of these exalted epochs in our history, a lot of the wisdom within and the magic within those epochs are being brought back to life in one time on the planet, where this battle between, let's say, good and evil, light and dark, is not a battle at all, but it is a recognition that everything can exist in the same place peacefully, that there is no true dark because one cannot exist without the other. And that in the end, there really is only love. Love is really at the center of everything. So it feels like for you guys in this new timeline, you're going to feel more at home on the planet. You might actually be moving into a new home that's going to feel something like a sanctuary, I'm hearing. And in that sanctuary, you're going to maybe bring in this divine love. You might bring in friends that really feel like your soul tribe. You might actually start doing what you really want to be doing because you're working from the heart now. When you exist in life solely from the heart, everything that is reflected in your life is from that same frequency, which is one of love. Some of you might adopt an animal. This is probably just for one of you or two of you. Some of you might actually work in sanctuaries, like healing sanctuaries, where you work to heal people. This is a gift that you offer, or you might work in an animal sanctuary and you might help heal the animal kingdom. There's definitely like a very powerful cosmic energy with this group. So a lot of your gifts are sort of being brought down into the earthly realm, and they're being made tangible so that you can apply them in your everyday life through love, through work, through play, in all areas of your life. I'm interested if any of you do resonate with Atlantis. Please let me know in the comments. I'm interested to know. I do feel like the way to feel more at home is to connect in with the beauty of the elements in the earth while staying cosmically connected. Okay, so we have dreams. The universe speaks to you through the dreams, through your dreams. And then we have the starseed. Raise the vibration of the planet through your radiant, loving light. Are you kidding me again? It's really something. So we have, again, the word starseed. Okay, that's the homesickness. That's what we just talked about here. And love, that you're raising the vibration of the planet through love. They're telling me to draw one more card. I don't know why. So we'll draw one more. So yeah, I mean, I'm hearing that there's this magical timeline that is unfolding at this time for this group. And there isn't much to know other than to stay in your heart, to stay in the majesty of your heart, to keep extending love outward. Please drop a green heart below if you feel like you've been doing heart healing, because I feel like that's how you're going to call in all of your abundance. And then we have the word freedom. Follow your heart and nurture your soul with love and freedom to grow. Just constant reiteration for this group about living through the heart and living through self-compassion, and that everything that you desire will be made manifest as you see yourself through the eyes of love. And that if you resonate with being a starseed, you are here for a very good reason. And the way that you're going to feel more at home on the earth is when you anchor in your compassion and your love and your intuitive gifts in a tangible way, in a way that allows the world to see you and know your name, I'm hearing, and to know your name, that you will be victorious in this time. That whatever you started in the Atlantean epoch, where you had a magical goddess role, that is coming, that is rebirthing itself. You're reclaiming that energy on this new timeline. And you can just claim that now, your goddess energy. Okay, dear ones, I'm going to close out the reading there. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, please give it a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow. And if nothing else, I send you guys so much love and so many blessings. Until the next reading, take very good care. Welcome, group number 3. Okay, so today we are asking Spirit about your new timeline. And you guys chose the very beautiful Chinese rhodonite matched with the 18th path, the Chariot, determination, discipline, and concentration. Okay, I just want to first say that the energy of this group is so powerful, like I'm hearing like knock me over with a feather kind of powerful. Let's go into the rhodonite a little bit, because this is what your reading is going to be about. So rhodon in Greek means rose, okay? There is something flowering, something opening. They're showing me like a wilted rose, something that felt like it was dying, and now it's coming back to life. Okay, rhodonite is all about emotional healing, specifically from past trauma. Okay, it's you can even see how complex the stone is. This to me is a delineation, or actually like denotes your soul and how complex your soul is. And so this stone really helps in healing trauma, heartache, heartbreak, even grief, and helps you forge forward, which is exactly what the Chariot is here to do. In this new timeline, you guys are moving past heartbreak. You're moving past trauma. You're moving past grief. And you're not just moving past it, you're healing it. You're healing it. And in lieu of all of that challenge, you guys have become some kind of warrior that you're forging ahead. You're finally taking off, I'm hearing. A lot of you are going to find yourselves in an entirely different timeline. For others, it might feel more subtle, but for this group, this is definitely a powerful, really, it just looks like a totally different timeline from the one that you've been on. With Cancer, this being a Cancer card, this is very much about emotional healing for you guys. But that this is the past, and the present and the future marks this entirely different chapter of your life. Whereas the Chariot often looks as though there's a person not moving. This particular card is somebody who is in a state of movement. You can see with her hair blowing in the wind. It almost looks like fire to me, and that's why I think it reads like this warrior spirit. All three groups got some kind of combination between like two seemingly opposing forces, like Earth and the cosmos, like the heart and power. And you guys have this energy too. There's this warrior spirit where you're taking off, but you've got this rose right in the middle, right? The rhodon, the rose, which these don't go together, but I put them together because I thought that they resonated, and even the colors go beautifully together. And literally, rhodon means rose, okay, rhodonite. And I didn't even realize that there was a flower on the card here. So there's this combination in this new timeline of forging forward, being warriors, okay, and also having your heart completely blown open, okay, where you might have felt like a wilted flower before. You might felt like your light was dimming because of heartbreak and heartache. I'm feeling it so deeply in my chest and also in my throat chakra, like it blocked you from expressing yourself. Yeah, I feel it so strongly in this group, like my throat chakra being blocked, that someone might have quieted you. I'm also seeing like a very truculent, very, I don't know, it's a boorish kind of boss that might have been verging on abusive to you, and you have left that. And if that's you, bravo, well done. That is not an easy thing to do, to leave a job because you're feeling abused. From the outside looking in, we could all judge and we can say, just leave. It's that easy. It's not that easy to leave a job. But some of you have left a job where there has been a tyrannical boss, I'm hearing, and you are now taking off on a new timeline because you cut the ties that bind you to some kind of victim mentality or poverty consciousness. So I'm hearing that there's tremendous physical abundance for this group in this new timeline. That's what I'm hearing. I don't just say things just to say them and sound good. But it sounds like because you have cut those ties to that belief system, because everything really does exist inside of us. And so a lot of what is made manifest in our lives is karmic or something from the past or something that we've had to free ourselves from so that we can create our new reality or our new timeline. So with the Chariot, you are literally taking your Merkaba, okay, your etheric chariot that basically takes you into a higher timeline. So you can just say, I activate my Merkaba now, okay, which is that star that is all around you in your auric field, your etheric field, and take me into my highest timeline now. You can activate that now. And with the number 18 now, 18 on the card, denoting the word life, okay? This is a whole new life for you guys, like a whole new life that you're taking off into, where you have wielded your powers, your strength, and your vulnerability at the same time, where you have faced your shadow and called in your light so that you can finally be free, probably for the first time ever, I'm hearing. Okay, let's get some more messages, Spirit. This energy feels so intense. I almost feel like I just lost my footing there, because I almost feel like you guys were like had all of these cords, like I can't explain it, like pulling you, and because those cords have been snipped, it's like you just took off almost like faster than you thought you would take off. I'm hearing that some of you have been stuck or feeling stuck for a very long time, that on this new timeline, things are going to go so quickly that it might feel like you're going to lose your balance a little bit. And they're just saying, like, I feel like I need to get my grounding a little bit. Yeah, I'm just hearing Spirit say, like, just trust that process, because you're going to catch up with the energy that sort of is moving really quickly. Because you've asked for this. I'm hearing that you've asked for this, but that you might not feel completely ready once it sort of shows up, but you will be ready. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even looking at the bottom for a moment, because I just heard a whole new portal, like a portal to your dreams is opening for you now. Okay, big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. Yes, this is very much about taking off on a new path. So you might be highly creative during this time. You might be coming up with new ways of working. You might be, I'm seeing like the hangman, like you're going to perceive your life in a totally different way, but in a very grounded way. Yeah, you might be getting the help of your cosmic guides right now. If you resonate with the Pleiades, you might ask for your highest and best Pleiadian guides to come through. I feel like a Pleiadian guide wants to connect. Just one second, you guys. I'm hearing, I questioned it, but I'm hearing the name Horus, a Pleiadian guide named Horus. I asked he, she, and they said they. So this is a non-binary, I suppose, guide. Horus, what do you want to tell this collective? I'm hearing the time is now. Go after what you want. You will succeed. Yeah, I'm hearing do not fear, you will succeed. And then they're giving me like that muscle symbol, like you are strong, you're capable, you're able. I'm hearing. They're giving me a thumbs up. And I'm hearing that you're being guided. Some of you might resonate with the Eye of Horus. That might be why they're giving me that name. Let me know down below if any of you resonate with the Eye of Horus. That's interesting. In previous groups, there was a lot of messages about how the earthly realm is so connected to the cosmic realm, how everything is everything. There was another group that we talked about the Egyptian epoch and being a starseed, or the elements of the earth and Arcturian energy. I think in every reading, a different, group of interdimensional beings showed up. What else, Spirit? Oh my goodness, perspective. Oh my goodness, you guys. They just said that. They just said, right, the hangman, a new perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. They just said that, common ground. They just said that. How, oh my goodness, I feel like I want to cry, you guys. I almost feel like if you were connected to any of the other readings, please listen to them. Because it's always a story in my readings. All three groups are connected. Zoom out. The cosmos live inside of you. You are the cosmos. Just like the earth is a little dot, and this is the rest of the universe. We're not separate. It's all about how you perceive things. So for this group, in this new timeline, I really feel that you are rising to a sense of clarity, because you have done so much of this emotional healing with the rhodonite and the chariot. I feel like that has cleared out some energy to bring in clarity and wisdom that exists within you, that you're reclaiming, that you're going to be able to see the world so much more clearly. Big picture thinking, zoom out. I mean, this is so, the cards resonate one with the next so beautifully. Look at all this black. My goodness. Holy good. Oh my goodness. Look at this. I've never seen a reading like this, you guys. The void, stop, embrace winter, the great cosmic womb. Right? They talked about birthing a new life. This feels cosmic to me. Listen, if you guys are drawn to my channel, you are probably aware that the earth is experiencing probably the most powerful, I would almost say, magical shift that maybe she has ever experienced. But it's not without the hurts and the challenge. But this group of souls that I am talking to had to experience some kind of emotional wounding, because you all represent the earth's wounding and how the earth can heal her wounds through your lives of trauma that you have transcended, where you are now taking off. I'm getting a big yes on this. You have cultivated the capacity to zoom out, to see the bigger picture in everything. And your job now in this new timeline are to be the mavericks, are to be the trailblazers, showing other people how to see and how to live within this world, how to see the world more clearly, how to see Earth more clearly, and how to take off on this new timeline that is entirely different from anything anyone has ever done or seen or experienced before. Why? Because Earth needs that now. We cannot keep repeating the old cycles. We need new energy now. We need to zoom out. We need to see the bigger picture. We need to understand that we are all one. There is no battling the dark. There is no dark, because we are all connected. There is only light. There is only love. And on this new timeline, you guys are being called to show others the bigger picture. I'm seeing you guys move away from people, places, and things where you were embroiled in small energy, of lower energy, of negative energy, and you're just not battling those things anymore. You're disconnecting from that and you're taking off. And I'm being given that you're going to have the resources, the kind of abundance that you need so that you can blaze this trail. So many of you know that you're here to do something extremely powerful, but you feel like you may not have the resources to do it. This new timeline that you guys are on now, you're already on it, okay? You've already taken off. You're going to have the resources to birth this new life, to show the world an entirely new way of being, a entirely new way of looking at things, okay? Let's get some of these little starseed cards to close out the reading. Inner alchemy. Inner alchemy is achieved when you react to fear with love. Okay, so I do feel like this resonates with the rhodonite again and with the initial card, okay, with the signature card. This is very much about you understanding that you have everything that you need inside of you to turn suffering into magic, into beauty, into transcendence. Okay, you have everything inside of you to turn fear into love. What else, Spirit? And they've used the word transcendence numerous times, but they just used it here when we were talking about inner alchemy. Transcend your mind's limitations and allow your soul's light to truly shine, which I think you guys have already done in large part. But again, it's a reiteration that it is up to you to reach yourself in this new timeline. Okay, because it is about the fear of the mind's limitations. Okay, it's love and that warrior spirit and compassion that will help you transcend any limitations. You're busting through all of those limitations, though. Okay, this is a new life, you guys. And lastly, what do we have here, Spirit? What do you want to tell group number 3 about their new timeline? Please show us clearly. This one wanted to come out. Vision. Wow. Trust your ability to create the vision in your soul. Okay, this is about perspective. Okay, this is about zooming out. You guys are, I want to tune in a little bit more. You guys are here to bring a new perspective, a new vision to the world. You're supposed to birth something entirely new. Yeah, I'm hearing visionary. You guys are the visionaries, the mavericks, the trailblazers. My God, this is a very powerful group. You guys need to have your voice be heard. You're definitely in this new timeline. You're going to have some creative sparks, some new ideas, something visionary that's going to change. I'm hearing change the landscape of the world. So you're really going to, I think that in 10 years, you guys, in 5 years, they're saying you're not going to recognize your lives. You're not going to even recognize yourselves because you will have changed something in some powerful way. I'm hearing that you guys have your hands on the pulse of everything that is going to be new. You have your hands on the pulse of everything that is about to be birthed new. So listen, it looks like you guys have already taken off, but if you haven't, you're literally on the precipice of it. Although I think that most of you have already. Okay, so that's all I have for you guys today. I really hope something resonated in this reading. I mean, I really hope that it did because this is really powerful. I almost feel like maybe you should pause the video and just meditate on what came through for you guys because I feel like you guys are being called to be real leaders. Okay? So if this reading resonated, I have to take a deep breath because there was so much energy in this reading. If this reading resonated, please do give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I would love to be connected with you in the future. And I send you guys so many blessings and so much love. Until the next reading, take very good care.